Hi, everybody. This is Gary Dean with Sentiment Timing, and this is our technical video report for Wednesday, September 13th, 2023. We saw a whole lot of nothing today. The CPI numbers came out a little bit hotter than expected, not much. We saw an initial drop in the futures, and then they were bid back up, and we saw the S&P that was plus 20, then it was down 4 and ended up plus 5. So it really was just a whole lot of nothing. And that really has to do with the triple witching that's coming up on Friday. So I would expect a little bit more of the same and really just look into next week when this is all behind us because it's not worth it. This is just like whipsaw moves, and they're really hard to determine whether they're going to stay in that trend or they're going to reverse like they've been reversing. But you can see that when the bears pushed the S&P through the crossing 50 and 200, we did find support where it was supposed to. We popped back up and it was used as resistance. And then we popped back up there this morning and held up there for a little bit before coming back down. So you can see there's a lot of selling pressure here. And if you just kind of zoom out, I'm going to go to a 60-minute chart so you can see it a little bit better here. But notice hang on one second, my mouse is all stuck here. Okay, so notice this little triangle that's in place here, where you're taking these highs coming down. You can see this is being respected, but then when we come up and we had this little wick that went through it. But from there, we're just getting little things, and you can see that the bulls are respecting this. So we're going to break out of this one way or the other. There's really no let's say advantage from a technical view to get to say which way it's going to break because we don't have any bullish divergence, we don't have any bearish divergences. We're kind of stuck within this range right here, and the momentum is kind of neutral. So it's anybody's guess. And like I said, with triple witching coming up, I really would not be putting too much weight into the direction. Something may happen and we may break. Once we break out of these levels, then we just wait for the bounce and then short it. If it goes up, then we wait for the resistance levels to try to short it at above. But right now, there's really no advantage either side. So keep the neutral end of things, and that's really it. On the 15-minute chart, again, if the bulls get above the 44.71, they're going to battle with today's highs. That's right around that 44.80. Above that, now we start looking at these, and then possible, which is going to be the 44.87, 44.90, and then up at this 44.97 to close this gap. On the downside, the bears are going to have to take it through the today's lows 44.56. If they do that, you can see this is the support down at the 44.50. Below that, then we're looking at the 44.31, and pretty much that's where I'm going to say that this the rally's over. So the head and shoulders pattern, I have that going from this trend line. I know it's a little bit different than what I had it, but if I just kind of true this up where it was, you can see what I'm talking about. So this is still my target area for this move. And if it does, it really does. It's not, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. This is not really shaping up too good. This looks like a broken wing instead of a right shoulder. So this pattern may not be right. So I'm gonna kind of ignore it for now. It may play out, and it was just kind of a big rounded shoulder. But the thing is, with this neckline moving up, there's really not that big. Even if this does play out, we're only looking at maybe a 140-point move to the downside. When it breaks, would bring us back down to the 43.50 in that range there. But right now, let's just see which way it is. Is it going to break to the upside? Is it going to break to the downside? If it breaks to the downside, we're just going to wait for a bounce and then short it. If it goes to the upside, we're going to wait for some kind of confirmation that the bull is done, and then we're going to short it from there. But everything else is just noise. And the with options at triple witching coming on Friday, again, just be open minded with direction and don't make any big bets either way. So, with that, have a great night, and I'll talk to you guys in the morning.